Welcome back to Glider Gaming, everyone. We're here today playing some Rustic, Dreamland, and ONI. Let's see what we've got going on here today. We've got our luxury apartments nearly finished. Getting some water added in there. Need to get rid of this ladder and kind of finish things up as this water fills up. Still not really sure what's going on with this geyser, how to best use it as a cooling system. I am concerned about air pressures and wondering if it's going to stop producing its liquid CO2. I'm not sure. Looking around at the gas levels, there's only like 40 kilograms of carbon dioxide. So that's not very much. So I don't think that will affect anything. The polluted oxygen, though, there's like 5 kilograms, which is a lot. So we'll just kind of hold here for a few seconds, and we'll see if it actually puts anything out. It sure is acting like it will. Yeah, I mean, that's the graphics for creating, and down in the corner I see little bits of liquid. So sealing off does not seem to have a negative effect on it. So we'll keep thinking about the best way to utilize this. Maybe running pipes through it. I don't really know right now. It's also not getting terribly cold. If we did want to cool water, it'd only get to 18, but I mean, we don't really want it much below 18. That would freeze pipes. Anyhow, the water we're pumping through our colony is actually kind of warm. It's coming from the volcano rather than the sieve, and that's very hot water. So might need to think about ways to cool that, and that might be how we use that the carbon dioxide volcano. I mean, it is 54 degrees. It is heating things up, so I'll have to think about that in the longer term. Still has some high stress. Hey, now, Bert has 0 immune system? And he has slime lung? Whoa, we weren't paying attention last video when that happened. We're gonna have to get a med bay started for him. Probably put it over here somewhere. So we'll have to enclose this to make it an official med bay. Make sure that they do this quickly because he is on a time limit. He will perish if we don't do anything about his slime lung. I'm surprised. He's the only one. Everybody else has 100%, so I don't know how we missed that happening, but he was in tons of germs where he was working, so it's not a true surprise. So a med bay definitely needs a toilet or a lavatory. It does not have to be functioning, so I'm not going to run any pipes here. We're going to have to enclose it off as a full room, so we're going to put a little weird door right here to say it's a full room. And it needs something else, I'm pretty sure, so we're going to have to go into the menu here. That's not the right menu. Okay. A mess table. So we just need to build one of those. So that's going to be our med bay for our one sick dupe. We got it set nice and high so they actually get this done. So I see that this is rotted down below, and I definitely don't want to keep storing that much and having it just rot on me. So drop that down. And I'm wondering if they're not eating because I've got them on this lure. So I'm going to try to select the lure and deactivate it and see if they will eat more food. Okay, he's in the bed now. But we need to kick up the priority so somebody actually comes and treats him. And, okay, there's one person set for care. We'll bump their priority up and... Haha, how about that? We don't really prioritize people who care. Neat. Okay, someone is coming over to treat him. decor is not great in that med bay, nor is it by the ladders, so I think we should probably do something about that. I do want, you know, their in-base decor to be as high as possible. Down here it's fine because we have the other paintings. So we'll just kind of toss some of these along the ladder and just try to make sure the whole interior base where they're hanging out is a lovely decor. Oh, and also this med bay could use a little bit. He's going to be here for a few cycles. Okay, so slime lung. Okay, it's still 8 cycles until death. So I thought I saw somebody treating him, but I guess maybe they didn't finish. Pardon me. So there's this other thing that we could use. We have access to everything, and it speeds up the recovery, and it actually helps with stress as well. It takes power and creates heat, though. And since he hasn't gotten a boost yet, it could be something we might want to do. I'm just not sure. I don't want to slow things down and have him end up dying because I tried to build a separate device. And also, I don't really have... Yeah, that's pretty maxed out. I don't really have a power line ran to actually power it. So I think for him, since he's the only one who's sick, we'll just let him go on this bed, and then maybe we'll build that chamber for if this happens to another dupe again. Let's check in here, see if... Oh, oops. Hopefully that doesn't reset his clock, but it still says 8 cycles. Huh. Well, let's... I guess draw down some other priorities for Lindsay so that she prioritizes care higher than other things. So maybe she'll come treat him. Okay, he's being treated again. But then he got up while being treated. So I wonder if that's what happened last time. Because, yep, it says 8 cycles if untreated. So, shoot. I hope he doesn't just, like, keep getting out of bed every time he's being treated and end up dying because of it. But we'll kind of let him go his thing and finish out the blueprints for the plastic. Looks like every place else is pretty good. Throw some doors in. Can't get that one yet. Break some more of these ladders because I just don't want that there. So it'd be nice to just turn off the plastic manufacturing, but we still have a lot of stuff to build out of plastic. So we'll just let it keep going for now. We have to build the fish traps. They come out of plastic. We have quite a bit, so maybe we'll go build those here soon. So we'll just start putting those in here. They'll build them eventually. Quite a few fish down there. Oh, we never closed that back in. I left it open so they could research, and then I just stopped paying attention. So get that built, and we'll knock up the priority on that. It's dormant, though, so I don't think like we wasted any water or anything by leaving it open. Ooh, still really hot, so maybe we should bump up the priority on the rest of this here because we do want to try to cool this area down a bit. It is just too hot in this area. And this bit has actually gone down in stress. She went from like 70 down to 60. And oh, these are stifling because of heat. So, yeah, it's gotten pretty warm in this area. Probably because of that vent not being enclosed with the insulated tile. So we'll get that insulated tile in so it doesn't keep heating, but this whole biome is supposed to be way cooler. It's supposed to be like less than 30 degrees. So this vent has really heated stuff up along with our, you know, our volcano and different things are just heating stuff up. The water probably acted as an insulator for a while, but now that the water is also the same temperature, now things are overheating. So We could drain that water pretty easily right there, but I just, it's still going to be pretty hot for the ambient gases, so I don't see a real value in that. Get rid of this ladder. We don't need it anymore now that we have the plastic ladder. Bump up this area so we can get everything dug out, because I do want to clean this area up soon. Okay, let's go check in on Bert. Oh, printable. Hold on. So we can crack those eggs and just make some more omelets. That's fine by me. Okay, they're treating Bert again. Still says light cycles. What's up with that? Temperatures are looking pretty good over here. Still 5 kilograms in there. It's a lot. I wonder if I should break that open. Water's still coming out at 60-some degrees over here. But yeah, oh yeah. I built that room specifically to cool with this, so I don't need to worry about putting pipes in there, like I said earlier. So we just need to get the hydrogen in that room. It's just really hot. So we just need to, hopefully, if we get hydrogen in there, that will help those Weezeworts cool that stuff down. So I'm thinking about this ladder here, and I think in the long term, I'm gonna maybe deconstruct that liquid vent. So I'm going to leave 2 ladders so they can get up high enough to deconstruct the vent. Food is decaying? Why would mushrooms decay? Doesn't really make any sense to me. Checking on Bird again here. Oh, you know what? Okay, I see it now. So I'm looking at the bottom and when he'll die if we do nothing. If you look at the second line, he recovers in 1.7 cycles. So he is getting treated and he is doing better. Now the med bay just stops the spread of disease, I guess. I thought for some reason it sped up the curing of disease, but I guess not spreading is good too. But if I would have known that earlier, we could have just thrown a med bed anywhere. We didn't really have to build a whole room for it. Since everybody else has 100% immune systems, they're not going to catch it from him. Chucking along, getting our stuff built. Oh, I missed 2 tiles. Okay. So that takes care of all the plastic we needed for the rooms themselves. They haven't, it's still really hot down here, but they're just now getting to building it. They haven't built the fish traps yet, but we can knock that up in priority so they do that. Yep, just getting over here and finally building some of these insulated tiles, so that's good. So over here, we see that second set of radiant tile I built is just breaking. So this goes to show if you've got something that's working, maybe you don't tinker with it. Like, we had a nice cold area inside the base. It wasn't hurting our duplicants, but I thought, okay, well, I can warm that area up a little bit and change a few things, and it won't be a big deal. But now we see that it has been a bit of a big deal. The temperatures over there are nice. So the reason I built these and filled them up with algae is so that I could then change the settings so there's just a bunch of algae sitting down there, so we don't have to really worry about feeding the fish. Because I did want this to be a whole closed room so that, dupes couldn't access the water tank. So now they just have tons of food down there. The decor doesn't look great, though, but I think we'll be okay. Get that done, and then we can start cleaning stuff up. I want to get those 2 glass tiles finished. And then, do we have enough glass to finish those last 2? No, we're just a little shy. So I think we need to program 2 more glasses to have enough. Because I think what was it? It's 25 each? Yeah, so 2 more will be 50 more, and then each tile takes 100. So we'll be able to build those last 2 glass tiles. We have really heated up that biome as well. Yeah, this whole area is very hot. That's still breaking, and oh, look at that. I did not dig that tile, so it must have been a cracked tile that broke from the pressure of the water. So that's annoying, but we'll just have to turn this pump off before we pump too much water up. It'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. So we should be able to get most of it out, and then we'll build somewhere over here or something to get clear of that water. It'll be fine. We've not really made all that much petroleum, though. Could make a lot more. Plenty of hydrogen. Oh, lots in that room, though. Oh, so why is there so much in that room? So that's not pumping because pipe is blocked. That doesn't make sense. So I see moving, we're moving hydrogen around. So what? I guess the easiest way to fix this would be burn more hydrogen. So we'll kick this up to 85, I guess. Burn some more hydrogen so that we can pump it out. So that's not turning on, though. So I guess we want to end the break earlier, too. So, let's put that at 50, maybe? I don't know. We'll just let it go for a minute, see what happens. Air quality over here is looking pretty good. So we can bump up the removal of these things. And start deconstructing some that are just in nice, clean oxygen. We do have a lot of stuff creating polluted oxygen, so I won't be able to deconstruct all of these yet, but I think it's time to start sweeping. We have plenty of room for slime, so that won't be an issue. So we'll sweep this whole area up, get rid of all this nonsense. Thinking, should I deconstruct this one now? Sure, why not? Get that last door blueprinted. Looks like we probably need a deodorizer right here to help get rid of it. And man, there's still a lot of germs, but they're under 10,000 per tile, except in the polluted oxygen, then we're over. So it'll all die off eventually. We just need to make sure we treat the polluted oxygen and we'll be fine. He's not healed yet. Also, I can't click him very well. Okay, we got him. So, time to recovery 0.6. So, a little over half a cycle, and we'll have Bert cured. Let's get this whole area cleaned out. It's the whole darn thing. Get our door built. That one weird tile, so let's get that window tile built. Yeah, well, that's to be expected. I don't know why I was wondering about that. So the beds take 200 each, and we have 21 dupes, so that's like 4,200 kilograms. So we're gonna have to let those plastic presses run for a while. Oh, okay, so we got fish. So how do we actually move fish? I've never actually caught a fish before. So do you wrangle them now that they're in a trap? No, you can't wrangle a fish. Deconstructing would probably just let it go, and disabling would probably just let it go. So I don't think that's the answer. Huh. Maybe now that we've caught one, maybe we can use the critter drop-off? That would make sense, I guess. You know, like we didn't have access to them before, so we couldn't select them. Just kind of like with storage containers, you can't select stuff until you've, you know, discovered it, created it. So, where are we at here? Okay, there we go. Okay, I didn't see Paku under P, but we'll just check everything. No tropical Paku under T. Definitely no Paku under P. So I guess it's not that. I'm kind of at a loss, guys. I've all the hours I played this game, I've never tried to relocate fish in any other way than just letting them flop around until they find more water. So I guess I'm gonna go to the internet and find out real fast. So sorry, guys. Okay, so they're saying there's a fish drop-off? So I guess that would probably be under food. Doesn't really say where it is. So see if I can find any better information, but I guess we'll check under food. And fish feeder. Okay, there we go. Yeah, a fish release. Okay, I don't really know where to put it. Okay, I guess we'll just toss it right there and see what happens. Sorry about that, guys. Normally don't have to stop playing to figure something out. Nisbet is back up to 71% stress. So we need to kind of get our art built, and oh, we got a lot of jobs mastered, including Bert while he was lying in the med bed. Got his job mastered. So good job, Meep, Stinky, Bahini, Catalina, Ada, Camille. Good job, everybody. Mastering your jobs. Anybody else? Oh, yep, Bert. And okay, see what we can do for folks here. We do need groundskeeping since we're going to clean all that stuff up. So we're going to prioritize that for people. Get another mechatronics engineer in there. You can be a farmer. You eat good food. You can do whatever you want, Liam. I'm sure you can be an electrical engineer. Stinky. Sure, be an architect. I don't really need another electrical engineer or mechatronics engineer right now. Just made one of each of those. But plumber is technically a groundskeeper. You can be a gopher, another plumber for groundskeeping, and then a groundskeeper. So hopefully they'll get everything cleaned up nice and quick now that they are going to prioritize that task. We're just going to have to live with 3 things being flooded. I'm not going to go back in there and deconstruct those. New printable, okay. No, I don't really want any of those. Lots of stuff over here to sweep up. And water. Why are you catching? That's weird. I'm gonna quickly highlight and just get everything built over here. But I guess that critter drop-off thingy is a walkable tile, so it blocks water dropping. But we don't need the critter drop-off because I thought that's what we needed. So we'll just deconstruct that so the water can drop. But let's get it really high priority so we don't keep this water dripping everywhere. Yep, soggy feet down here, so let's start mopping. Oh, but if I mop this, they may not break it. So hopefully they break that tile so the water can drain. I made it priority 9, so I mean, like, they should do it. Okay, good. Here he comes. Okay, so that takes care of the issue of the water. Now we just have to mop it up. But we started too soon, and some got past him. Okay, that should take care of the bottom part of mopping. Hopefully, it's still dripping up here. Things over here are still nice and cool, heating up a little bit, but, like, you know, it's fine. We just want some nice cool water, and now it's not covered in water. It should keep making water for us, so that's good. Okay, just a little bit of water I missed there, I guess. Everything else is looking good. There's some more stuff to sweep down here now. We don't really need to sweep in there. Let's just get rid of those icons so we don't have to look at them. So how do we actually... Oh, we have to sign stuff. Sure, that makes sense. I was like, why aren't they giving me fish? We caught fish. Now that we've told them what to drop off, hopefully we'll see somebody actually drop off a fish now. Could get rid of this stuff and build some more insulated tile. But I guess you can't deconstruct the door. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Because it is very warm over there still. So now that we aren't attracting all those, we are not getting light on some of our bristleberries. So might have to put a light bulb back in. Just to make sure they're always growing. Oh, pardon me. Should have drank another cup of coffee. Actually, tea. Tea is my drink of choice. I'll have coffee now and again, but a nice cup of hot black tea. Scottish breakfast, English breakfast. Lapsang Szechuan is a very lovely tea. It's been smoked, so a little bit more complexity like a coffee with that one. So temperatures are still good over here. They're in the 20s where we want them. I'm a little worried about putting these lights back in, that they might start getting too warm again. So I'll be thinking about that. Haven't really built any of the power stuff for our space cadets yet. Still have plenty of hydrogen going down. And oh man, just lots of great natural gas there for power, so that's great. I'm probably never going to break those. Just cancel that. They're doing fine with the crude oil. We're no risk of pumping any water right now. You know, it'll be fine. I'm really not worried. I just need to remember to turn it off. So if I remember to turn it off, we'll be fine. Just double check. I want to make sure. Yep. dupes can't get from one side of the exosuit base to the other side of the exosuit base, so they can't like get trapped or anything. It's just that area is there for building infrastructure. So I'm really kind of annoyed with having to keep working with this. So I'm going to switch these from radiant to like regular pipe. It'll still allow heat transfer and cooling of the water, but hopefully they won't break as often. Didn't need that one there though. They still haven't finished over here with the insulation, but I still want them to be cleaning the apartments, so I'm not going to bump up the priority on that yet. Oh no. I wonder how Paku got down there. Still have polluted oxygen being created here. Might need another deodorizer just right here, so might as well just clean all this nastiness up. Some fish got in here, so I'm not sure how that Paku got down there. Can we reuse these traps, though? I guess not. You can reuse the other ones, the ones for catching ground creatures, because they just pulled out of the trap, and the trap just sits there and they can reset it. But would they put it somewhere? Like, I don't really know where to look for a trap. I've never really thought about it. But it could just be that the trap is gone, which is kind of sucks. For 200 plastic, that's a very expensive one-time use item. You know, I guess I don't really need this. So I was going to keep those to, well, I don't know. I'll just leave it. It's fine. Oh, they are building the insulated tile over here. So we can get some more of these in. Probably not right there, though. Well, I guess, how many fish do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 fish. So we can probably just build those all right now. So there's 8, but they can't actually reach those, so let's do it again. Okay, so that'll take care of all the fish, I think, unless I missed one. Water's filling up in here nicely. Need to make sure we seal it off before it overflows, though. So I'm just gonna do this again with a higher priority. I want to get everything cleaned up. I'm worried about immune systems. Everybody else is at 100%. Bert is almost to 50%, so that's cool. But as long as we have slime there creating polluted oxygen, it's going to be full of slime lungs. So I just need to get all this stuff swept up. Up here, we have not started tapping into the water because I didn't want it to drain through the bottom. So maybe I'll just block this off. But maybe I shouldn't block it off. Okay, so I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this an official tank because I don't want what happened over by the plastic to happen again. So we're just going to make an official tank over here. And then we will dig out below it. And we'll run a ladder along the side. And then we'll run some scaffolding so they can get to the main ladder. Pardon me, I really should have drank that tea. So now I think, yeah, we can go ahead and build that tile. So they'll be able to get in, but we can uncover the vent up above as well and start collecting water. And then we can just block off that little area when we no longer want them to access it. So I suppose before we start dropping off more fish, we should figure out why that guy's over there. Maybe because it got dropped off right there and jumped the wrong direction. So I guess if we move this over one, that will be taken care of and won't be an issue again. So we'll try that. Okay, but okay, so he dropped it off and then it just sits there. So I guess we don't have to do this. I don't know why that. Oh, well, then they deconstructed it. So I'm still really confused as to why that other Paku got to where it was. It sucks. We can't pick it up now. So I'm pretty sure that fish trap will only work in water. But, you know, it's just some food we will have to eat later. So we'll just reset everything here so that they can keep dropping fish off. Looking pretty good on sweeping. And oh hey, they're even building some of the decor items. So maybe I'll put in more. Can get those 2 blank canvases right there. And then we can put them along the ladder. I'm not really sure why we have nice decor up by the volcano. Maybe that volcano has a positive decor effect, or maybe the metal tiles have a positive decor effect. I don't really know. I won't complain though. I think we'll do the portrait canvas here. We don't use them as much, so we'll get some different art. We'll just kind of put them along just like this. I'm not going to decorate the rest of the rooms and stuff yet, just because I don't really know how the layout will go. I do know I want showers. I don't know where I want to put them. It's a very large bathroom that I'm not going to make into a proper bathroom, so I'm just not 100% sure where I want to put the shower. Do I want it right next to the door? I don't think I do. I guess I'll just put it one off, and then I can put decor items on either side. Maybe not. Oh, wolframite. Why? I wish I could just like turn off wolframite. I don't really ever use it, but I'm sure when I do want to use it, I don't want to have to try to remember that I built a bunch of showers out of it. So here, we'll give them some luxurious gold showers. Okay, so we got all those in. So then we should think about piping. Normally I'd probably pipe from the top, like I did with the other bathrooms, but I don't want to destroy that abyss light. It's the best insulator we'll ever get. But I guess I'll just run it all straight down, because I don't want the negative decor to affect things as much. So we'll just do it like that. We'll just start with that. Keep that abyss light intact. Okay. Basically everything is swept up, so that's awesome. Just have this polluted oxygen that is still fairly germy, but it's getting better. The lower areas are fine. Down here, they finished insulating, so that's cool. And we still have one trap for one fish, so it looks like I counted right. Just bump that up in priority. If you notice, if I pause the game, I scroll a lot faster, so that's something you guys can do when you get to the later game. If you're getting lagged, just pause and you'll move a lot faster. So here in a moment, when they drop off that last fish, we can close this up. And I mentioned I might break that vent, but I'm pretty sure, you know, it'll get submerged and just stop putting out water. So I don't think I'm actually gonna break it. So I'm gonna get rid of these ladders. So Nisbet is not getting her boost from eating in the mess hall. And that's why she keeps having stress. So, okay, isn't that her right there? So she's eating. So in a moment, we should be able to see her get her boost. Okay, she's done eating, but she didn't get the boost. So is that a glitch? Because it definitely should have popped in. Let's just double check. Oh, it's not a room anymore. We took out that buddy bud because of temperature. But the temperature's fine now. So we can put that buddy bud back in, make it a room, and then fix the problem we created by forgetting to plant a plant. But, I mean, at this point, we have access to really nice decor stuff. We can just load this room up with other decor so that a plant isn't going to make or break our room. So we'll get some nice gold statues, and then we'll do some more plants. So that's planted, so we should have our room back so the Nesbit can eat in here and get her bonus. And I'll take some fertilizer. I should really be using fertilizer because I have this farm here. Like, we could easily make it an official farm and get bonuses. So where's that farm? Farm. Oh, it's greenhouse. Yeah, there it is. So the greenhouse accelerates the growth of plants. So that would be really helpful. It just has to be the right size. So 25 times 4, 20 times 4 is 80. But I guess we really can't use this whole space because we need to enclose it. So it'd be the 20 times 4 is 80, and the 4 times 4 is 16, which is 96. And I've already forgotten what the greenhouse is, so let's check that again. It is 96. Okay, perfect. Just a perfect size room. We don't want to get rid of all of these. We just want to dig out these 2. So we'll dig those out, and then we're gonna break these because you can't put a different tile on top of them. And we're gonna need to build a floor tile and a few more floor tiles right here. And then we probably trapped a duplicate. Oh no, they got out. Okay. We need doors to officially seal this off as a room. That light's going to be in the way, so we're going to have to move that over 1. So just right there will be fine, and then a little wiring for it. And the walls. So, okay, don't forget the wiring. Okay, so that will provide the light we need and be a sealed room. So then the only thing we're really missing is the station, the farm station. And that farm station is what uses the fertilizer. You put fertilizer in there and it makes micro fertilizer, and that's what makes the plants grow faster. So this will boost how much bristleberry we can make, so that's cool. We'll just go ahead and open this door up so that all those little shine bugs can get back in to their feeder. Okay, so it says outside of greenhouse, but that's not... Oh, okay. That vent is not really a tile, so we're going to have to break that vent and move it down. And then we can put an airflow tile where that vent was, and then we'll officially have a room. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I guess they got the vent below. Doing a little dance up above. Cool, cool. Okay, now we can build that. Bump up its priority, and we will have our greenhouse room in a moment. Maybe not. Lots of these pretty rooms. But right now that room thinks it's 2,000 tiles wide for all of the unsealed area in her base. Okay, what's happening? No more fish. Got all the fish. Got some nice lag for the beginning of the day. Oh, look. Nice little genius sphere and a genius cube. That's kind of cool. So we can deconstruct that fish drop-off. And we can build the window tiles because we have gotten everything we need to go into the fish tank. I suppose I should... no, there's still some polluted oxygen, so I shouldn't deconstruct those. But these lower ones, we can get rid of those. Okay, bring up the priority on these so that we don't overflow with the water. And then I'm going to break this. Well, maybe not. Just, there's still nasty stuff coming in. So after we build the wall, we'll get rid of it. Sorry about that. Someone's calling me from work, so I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic for a moment, and I'll build these beds while I'm doing that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So I'm over here and I'm digging this out. I realized that watching some of my previous videos, that I could probably control the heat being created by destroying the carbon dioxide. Probably shouldn't do that quite yet, though, because they need to get in here to build some wires. Too late. But anyway, we can seal off this skimmer with these tiles, put some airflow tile up above so that cooler oxygen is always coming down, and we'll have less worries in the long term about heat getting in. I also can't put these airflow tiles down because they won't be able to dig that, so I'll have to break them, dig it, and then put the airflow tiles on. But just another little heat control measure. I try to have as bare minimum of things that generate heat inside my colony, but the carbon skimmer is one you can't really get away from. But by doing it in the way I'm doing it, I think we can mitigate how much heat actually gets into the colony. We'll just kind of keep it trapped over there. But they've also they've built quite a bit of this wire, so we'll just kick up the priority on all these things so we can finish this little system I was just telling you about. And soon we'll be able to watch our space cadets. So that's cool. So the that lure has been turned off. So now the shine bugs have spread out, and now we're stifling due to lack of light in the middle. So I'm probably just gonna have to rebuild that light bulb. But we do have our official room now, so we are getting that boost. So that's cool. And the temperature's still looking okay, down in the 20s, so that's great. So I'm still a little worried about, the temperatures creeping up in the long term. So I'm going to put in some radiant pipe here just to let a little bit of that coolness out into the environment to make sure that the plants don't stifle from heat. I'm pretty sure that by draining these, since there's no outlet, they won't refill. So cross your fingers. And perfect, it's not refilling. So yep, we can deconstruct those without making a mess. I mean, we could leave them, but I mean, there's no real point. And who knows where we'll want to run a pipe later, so might as well have it all cleaned up. Okay, he's getting in here and destroying the tiles. Hopefully they don't destroy it before they empty it. And it looks like there's also a radiant tile that I had planned, but then broke the pipe, so we probably don't need that. And they're making their little micronutrient thing there. Okay, they got everything down here taken care of, so now we can block off with insulated and put in the mesh tile. And then, yeah, the CO2 can just fall down into that well, and it will be processed. I think that should work all right. I don't know. We'll think about it, and we'll see how it goes. If the CO2 gets too high, it should fall down in, so I think it should all work out great. Oh, there's another fish in the CO2 trap there. I was going to put plastic ladder there, but the painting blocks it, so they'll just have to keep going around like they've been. Just bump this up. Maybe we can catch our guys, our space cadets, running around the centrifuge before the end of the stream. And now that they've got all that power built, I'm going to replace that with the more efficient pharma chamber for treating disease. So the next time, hopefully, we won't have to wait 3 cycles for somebody to heal up. And I'll just break this other little tile that has some errant wiring. No point in having that there. So the germs are still present, but we're basically out of polluted oxygen, so it shouldn't get worse. And I think we're going to call it here, guys. Thanks for joining me in the Rustic Dreamland. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I've been not getting so many comments that I can't keep up with them, so give me a comment, and we'll have a conversation in the comment section. Have a good day.